Crowd of boys, peace. What's good with you boys out there? Come to talk to you boys today about semen retention and the spiritual seed. And this topic that I'm going to touch on was brought up to me during a consultation I had not too long ago. I took note of it and made sure to, put it in my notes as a key topic to talk about at some point, right? And I touched on it in previous audios, talking about how special our seed is once when we get on this journey and really take it serious. And I mentioned, some biblical stuff about the seed of David, and I'm going to touch on it in this topic for sure. In the previous audio, I did mention that I would do a specialized video for Patreon regarding that topic, which I still am and is still working on. That's why it hasn't dropped yet. If you're over on Patreon, if you're not, go over there and pledge. It's still in the making. It's still starting from the ground up over there. I'm doing face videos on that side, so it's more personal. You get to see what I look like. You get to see the handsome face. You dig what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, all right, over there on Patreon, I go more in depth into topics because I got to deal with, trolls and people who aren't serious on the journey. You dig what I'm saying? Who I'm going to touch on also in this topic. All right. But follow me here. We're going to get straight into it. When I was on a consultation, it came across, the question came across, how can semen retention be used in your spiritual journey? If you have chosen this path to say celibate, to want spiritual growth, become more with yourself, one with yourself, and not focus on a female counterpart, females in general, but refrain from sex, resist urges, things of that nature. You're in it to get a connection, gain connection back to yourself, and then gain an outer connection to the universe and to the world and whatever you believe in. Whether it be God, Allah, Buddha, Jesus Christ. Whatever it is that you believe, that is a part of your spiritual growth and your spiritual journey. Whatever you need to reach the higher self, whether it be Buddha, Jesus Christ, Allah. It's about belief, gentlemen. Your spiritual journey is your spiritual journey, not no one else's. It is not on you to put your God on someone else, but to experience God for yourself. It's not your duty to have to preach or persuade anyone into your belief or religion. It is for you to believe on your journey. Meditate or pray on that for a minute. Let's jump deeper into this topic, all right, of the spiritual seed. And explain it a little bit, how our semen is so important to us. Our life force energy. There is a hidden spark in man that is generated by a seed of light. This seed of light is trapped by the physical body. That's what surrounds, all your tissues, your organs, your heart. And it's your physical body. Included with your organs and your heart, which pumps blood, is the generator, your brain, all these things, there is your semen also, but it's special. It's set apart from anything else. It intermingles with everything. It's in your blood as DNA. It's flowing through you. Okay? Your physical body has trapped that, but can be used outwardly by putting forth energy or action. In regards to semen retention and spirituality, this seed of light increases your spiritual awareness, your spiritual consciousness, and spiritual lifestyle all together. But let's jump back real fast. The seed of light is trapped by your physical body, so outwardly, how it's expressed, whether it be by you putting forth action or spirit taking over energy, putting forth the energy, putting forth the thought. If this is the path that you choose to be on your spiritual journey, then it will carry you that way. The spirit will lead you that way. But if you choose another side on your path because you're looking for women attraction from semen retention, because you're so hard pressed on getting attention and being a magnet for attraction. See, what I have stumbled across doing content like this are a separation of guys who are about their journey, and then guys who debunk or try to debunk semen retention because they don't see the benefits of women attraction. Let's be straightforward. Let's call it for what it is. So when guys reach out to me and talk about their spiritual journey, what they go through in their real life, I can tell that they're on this path for a different reason. But when guys reach out and say, women don't smell pheromones on me, semen retention is bullshit, or it don't work. Semen retention don't work because I was on day 21 and I wasn't getting women attraction. Okay. If that's what you're focused on, then all right, then it don't work. But until you put forth the energy towards stuff that's already outward that you're looking for, turn that energy back within and it will regenerate itself back outwardly. And if you use that gift that you already have, this special seed, your spiritual awareness will increase. Your spiritual consciousness will increase along with your spiritual lifestyle. Your lifestyle isn't seeking for women or going out here and so much in your head, oh, I'm on semen retention, I ain't busting nut in 21 days. Am I going to notice the woman at the gas station staring at me now? If that's what your focus is, and then you want to come back to YouTube and tell me about it, guess what? I really don't care, right? But the thing is that I notice about these guys that their focus is on that and they're totally missing a point. For one, you're telling me on 21 days, you ain't even make it a whole month. For real. For yourself. What you're basing it off of is if a chick is noticing you or not. The energy that you put towards your spiritual growth, your spirit will lead it. Point blank, period. When you put your thought, your action, and your life on the line for it. Some guys aren't willing to go that far on semen retention. Some guys are just willing to go 21 days, 3 weeks, not even a month, to say, I'm not going to touch myself. I'm not going to hit up no holes. I'm not going to listen, bruh. For you, go 30 days. For you. Put your life on the line for it. When people say that nothing happened after 21 days, or women don't smell pheromones and stuff like that. So everything about semen retention is not true. I call this the seed of doubt. You have planted a seed of doubt in your own mind. Because when you run back on YouTube in my comment section and try to tell me about it, you're talking to someone who doesn't really care. All right. I know I said that before, but I want some of you guys to really understand if you come across this audio, because I don't understand why you would come on a semen retention audio or a semen retention topic and not believe in semen retention just to come into someone's comments and say that it doesn't work. Or like, why even watch the content? Why even go through? See, you're double-minded. You're going back and forth with yourself when you're doing that. That's what you're really doing. Me, I just read the comment and say, yo, this guy's a fool. Why are you here? Either you're a troll or you don't got a grip on yourself for real. Because if it didn't work for real, you would just unsubscribe or not watch or listen to any audios or videos about semen retention and go ahead with your life. But you see, you feel the need to put the negative on it, to plant the seed of doubt. But that's your seed of doubt. I'm not here to argue what works or what doesn't work. Neither am I here to debate on the topic, because I'm blessed to have a spiritual team behind me. That's first and foremost. That's before anything else. For me personally, I have a spirit team behind me. And the most important is that I have the belief in myself and my power. I know who I am. So if semen retention isn't giving you the results you desire, then it's more of a reflection on you and not the practice. Because I've done this. I'm in it. Relationship and all, I'm still in it. So I'm good over here. You know what I mean? I'm here doing content on it to tell and inspire guys that it works. But where's your mind at with it? What is your attention on? What is your attention on? You worried about other people's attention. Is it on you? Where's your attention at? Where's your spirit really leading you? You plant the seed of doubt. You don't believe in the practice or yourself when you do that. When you plant the seed of doubt, you don't believe in yourself. And that's a shame. That's a bad spirit that you have. This spiritual seed, right? Even with guys on 21 days. And I know y'all kind of saying like, damn, why is he? But let me explain this, right? Because this also proves something. If this guy is telling the truth about being on semen retention for 21 days. If you hit a streak like that, right, of 21 days, 3 weeks, right? I've been there, 3 weeks. You're supposed to be feeling more positive and upbeat about yourself, right? But determining how maybe this person is coming off, if you're that short in your journey and you're not experiencing the spiritual benefits or women attraction or whatever the case may be, right? But in this topic itself of the spiritual seed and using your spiritual seed to carry you forth on your spiritual journey, right? There are still guys on semen retention that have bad spirits. They have not yet transmuted that energy and put it towards themselves and chosen the path of taking it to that point of spirituality. they're still stuck in this 3D matrix of women. My point being is that you cannot be on your semen retention journey trying to get spiritual benefits when your time and attention and you're noticing and you're focusing on the women aspect. You have to cut it completely off. You won't be able to grow spiritually if you're focused on the benefits of women attraction. I just need to say that and get that clear. For some of you guys, I can tell it's hard to veer off and not focus on the women attraction because it gives a boost to our ego. The ego has to be shut down, and you have to shut all that shit down with the women if you want to experience real spiritual growth on this journey. And I mean everything. Turn off your Facebooks, turn off your Instagram scrolling. All that shit has to go off. Period. Like, there's no other way around it. Me, myself, listen, I'm further in this journey than a lot of you guys. Like I said, I'm in a relationship right now, but once again, I'm blessed to just be in a position I am in to be able to still practice semen retention. All right. I have my own place. I don't live with my girl. She lives on her own. I live on my own. We do our own thing. It is what it is. That's my personal life. But guys, I'm still here, and I'm telling you guys, bro, there has to be a time where you have to cut it all off. All right. I've been 3 years now on the journey. My longest streak was, and now, mind you, there was a point of where I wasn't counting days. I stopped counting days. That's how I really reached a longer streak. Like, that's what I tell you guys about lifestyle. This has to be your lifestyle. And that includes not tracking the days. I don't care that you're on 21 days and it didn't work. Why are you counting the days? The third week is going to work. Why? Are you serious? Especially when you're talking about spirituality in the universe, you're going to put a time limit on when you're supposed to receive certain benefits. You can't do that. That's why you just free flow, live your life, stop counting the days, guys. Just live. Just live in it. Be in the moment. Be in the present. All right. Guys, with that doubt, I don't want you guys to still veer off. I'm still here. I don't care what you say to me. If it doesn't work or if it's placebo, whatever the case may be, I still want you subscribed. I still want you here. Because there's content and knowledge out here to advance you past certain thresholds. I just don't give up on guys when I see that they doubt themselves. That's what you're really doubting. You're doubting yourself. You're not doubting semen retention in this practice. This is a real thing. When you say it doesn't work for you. And you're doubting yourself and your capabilities and your power. It's a reflection of yourself. You guys have to man up. Get to that 30 days, man. I know they say 21 days to break a habit. And I think that's where a lot of guys probably take that moniker from and, basing it, that standard on semen retention. And I be seeing guys with charts of, days 0 to 3, you feel this way. Days 7 to 14, you feel this way. From days 14 and so on and so forth. And then, and I've done audios in the past of my experience on 120 days. And then, the month after, experience on 180 days. And those were just early on in the content, just creating content, getting on YouTube. But after a while, I stopped doing that because I stopped counting days. I stopped tracking. And I just started living. And then the content just started, because I would think that, guys would want to hear about, those certain benchmarks. But I'm like, nah, man, I'm going to just do the content how it is and how it comes to me and just free flow. You dig what I'm saying? Whatever spirit leads me to do what topic, that's what I'm going to do. not my experience, because I'm still going to give you my experience along my journey, but the days don't matter because you can feel like shit on day 73. Someone can call your phone and piss you off. Huh? Life still goes on around you on semen retention. It's just about you getting in line of where you fit in and where you stand out also. It's alignment at this point, and it's very spiritual. One of the things I wanted to talk about before I ended this audio, if you're still here, you're still listening, you're still tapped in, is the seed of David, if you want to get biblical. Okay? And once again, I mentioned before about talking about the seed of David, and I don't want to do the race thing, all right? I want to leave it where everyone can come to this content and get the right information that they need to carry themselves along their journey. Because I'm getting people from all walks of life, different countries, different nations, different cultures. So go over to the Patreon, because I dive deeper into the special seed. All right. But, the Bible, let's go to the Bible. All right. That's more universal, if you will. All right. But the seed of David, when they talk about the seed of David in the Bible, and it's generally a build up, for Jesus Christ, because he comes from that lineage, the seed of David. All right. And the seed of David is literally talking or speaking, referring to Solomon. And if you're into esoteric beliefs like I am, then, all right. So my esoteric believers out there, holla at me, man. Go over to that Patreon. Fuck with your boy. You feel me? Everybody else, if you're a little touchy when you hear esoteric and, you think it's witchcraft or whatever it is, that's on you. But, this is what I believe in, all right? Or, what I follow. You don't have to do it. I'm not recommending it. I just, want you to know where I stand, because I get also people in the comments, from pushing their, religion, all right, upon things and saying certain things when I bring up Jesus Christ and stuff like that. But I believe in Jesus. That's the crazy part about it. Like, I believe in Jesus Christ. All right. You've never hear me say on any content that I don't believe in Jesus Christ. It's just that people say certain things about Jesus Christ and what I should do. And I'm like, slow down. All right. Your spiritual journey is for you, not for you to push on other people. That's it. So I'm just, giving my experience. If you want to share your experience, YouTube is a platform. You can share your experience on your own, doing your content. Don't tell me how to do my content, because I'm doing my content how it's going to be done. If you like Jesus Christ and you're a Christian, create a Christian YouTube talking about your spiritual experience dealing with Christianity and semen retention, whatever. That's the idea that I could put out there. Don't come to me and tell me whatever, because I'm not changing my content. All right. But the seed of David, literally talking about, referring to Solomon. All right. Esoteric beliefs. We break that word down, Solomon, and we talk about the soul of man. Or the soul of man. All right. The son of David, according to the flesh, how I said before about, being trapped, physical body. You follow me? It was Solomon, or once again, the soul of man, also trapped in the body, the flesh, okay, who built the temple of God as his dwelling place in the Old Testament of the Bible. 2 Timothy 2:8, if you want to reference, remember that Jesus Christ, of the seed of David, was raised from the dead Esoteric beliefs don't really, when we dive into esoteric beliefs, and if you read that scripture, saying that he, was raised from the dead, he will have the power to raise from the dead. They're talking about being spiritually dead at one point and then raising yourself up spiritually through the seed. Remember that Jesus Christ of the seed of David was raised from the dead. So the same seed raised Jesus Christ from the dead. That was the rising of the Kundalini. Fuck with me on the Patreon. We're going to go into, certain references and books that we can tap into over there. That's exclusive stuff that goes on over there that will start to go on more over there when I get my bearings right on the content. All right. But my boys, all right, there's also more to come. And I'll share this with you too before I leave you guys, man. About Paul. All right. This is a bonus. I was going to leave this for the Patreon, but you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm in good spirits right now. So if you still here, I fuck with you. I was about to end it right there and just tell y'all to go. But I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. All right. According to Paul, all right. As you know, Paul, one of the disciples of Jesus, or one of the disciplines. All right. 12 Powers of Man. Very good book, man. Charles Fillmore. I've recommended that book over and over. I hope you guys can really tap into it. But if you understand disciples and disciplines that man must have, all right, and how it is depicted in that book is very key. But Paul, one of the disciples of Jesus, all right, the metaphor that Paul uses is we are all, every one of us, farmers. We scatter spiritual seeds across the field of life. Seeds of grace, seeds of joy, seeds of love, and watch this, seeds of anger and seeds of hatred and seeds of self. This is Paul saying this according to, right? And as sure as the sun rises, these seeds will bear fruit at harvest time. Now, once again, all right, let's go back a little bit. When you plant certain seeds, like I said before in the topic, gentlemen, there are still guys out here that hold on to their semen, but the energy behind it is still, can be, seeds of anger, seeds of hatred. And when they talk about seeds of self, it's not just being, when we talk about self-love and self-care and stuff like that, you're still doing that for self. But that seed of self can also be selfishness. All right. It's negative and positives to all these things. But understand, right? Hatred and anger are part of those seeds. Okay. And then it says, and as sure as the sun rises, S-U-N, rises. All right. But in esoteric, if we want to switch it around and say S-O-N, and how do they refer to the S-O-N as the sun? We call him Jesus. But here it says, as sure as the sun rises over the seas, as a farmer in the field, it will what? Grow. And will bear fruit at harvest time. What fruit they produce is determined by what seeds they are. Let me say it one more time. What fruit they produce, is determined by what kind of seeds they are. So whatever seed you plant, gentlemen, you focus on the women attraction, and that's where you want to go with it, you're going to get it. You're eventually going to get it. Maybe not at 21 days. Maybe not even at 30. Maybe not even at 60. But you're going to get it. If that's what you're so focused on, it's going to come. And when you get it, I hope that it's worth it. Because Jezebels linger around also. And they will notice you. They'll make it known that they see you. Trust and believe. I've been there. So if you want to move around spiritually, it's there for you. Plant the right seeds, gentlemen. But that said, always with love and peace.